Okay, so I think we should start. So, can we put some thumbs up, some smiley faces or something, just so I know who's out there? Maybe give me a few names, that would be fantastic. I've tried to set this up differently because yesterday I had back to front writing, so I do apologise, I'm learning as I go, but maybe I've got it better today. Is there anybody out there? Any thumbs up? Any smiley faces? Maybe some names? Where are you coming in from? I can't see anyone yet. Maybe they're coming up in a moment. I will start in a few minutes. I'll give everyone a couple of moments to make sure that they're all here. And then we'll get going. All right. No smileys or thumbs ups or anything yet? Let me just check something, I'm sorry. Oh, interesting. They're coming up there, not on the other screen. Oh well, back to the workshop. I think we're back to being back to front again today, if you don't mind. So there we go, then I can see what's going on better. I thought I had resolved yesterday's problems, but clearly I hadn't. All right, so art I can do. Hello Em, hello Pamela, hello Claire Scott. Oh, how lovely to see you, Claire. I am sorry that my technical wizardry isn't that good, but I can teach art, so hopefully that's all right. And I do apologise, I tried to set it up differently today. So, hello, anybody else out there? Send me a few more names now I can see it. I thought it would come up on both screens, but clearly it's not going to. Any more names up there? No? Oh, here comes a love heart. What else have I got? Anything else coming up? Any more names? And we will start in about 2 minutes. Oh, loads of thumbs ups, hearts. Any more names coming up? I've got Claire Scott's the last one up at the moment. While I'm waiting for a few more of you, I'm just going to show you a few things. I know some of you know this stuff, but if you don't, it's quite nice if I can just explain. I'm also doing online private lessons and online group lessons from people all over the world through the internet. And I usually don't jiggle around so much at the beginning because I've sorted that out better. But just for anyone who doesn't know, my lessons are completely unique. It's a mixture of different ways of learning. Hello, Leslie. Psychology, physiology and physics, but that sounds very grand, but the offshoot is this was the progress of a 10-year-old girl in 3 hours. She'd been told to give up art on Friday. On Monday she was drawing better than the teacher. 3 hours on perspective. Even architects have said that they couldn't believe what they learnt. 3 hours on paint. I do know the writing's back to front. That's what I was trying to sort out today, but I haven't managed it yet. 5 lesson progress 90-year-old stroke victim, 4 lesson progress 50-year-old German lady, 3 lesson progress a 40-year-old Sri Lankan man. And this is a boy who's been doing online lessons with me this week. He started off like this. That was his first one on his own. He's 13. I think that's lovely. Then we did a little bit of understanding like we did in the art lesson yesterday about how to break things down and change things. Hello Edward, nice to see you there. And after we'd done all that, he then did from this photograph completely freehand, and in London while I was in Cornwall he did that. So this was the progress in just an hour and a half. So if any of you are interested, I do that one-on-one. I probably next week are going to start up some group lessons via Zoom. So if anyone would like to join those, that would be great. Hello, Laura. Lovely to see you. It's been a while. Okay. So today we're going to bring together everything we've done so far. So for those of you who have done everything I've done so far, on the first day we did clowns' faces and we had people looking up, down and sideways, and we practiced these skills and we got all these interesting ways of looking at clowns. You can also transfer that knowledge onto real human faces as well, or snowmen, or anything you like. So all of you now, if you've done everything with me, should know how to make the face either look straight at you or to the right or to the left. We did all of this the other day. If you missed it, then in that case the post is still up and you can go back to that lesson. Then yesterday we did how to do clowns in action, and that's what this picture here was about, and we ended up with some of these. Now, not all of you bothered to send me your pictures. I would so like to see the images that you've done. It makes me know that someone's out there. I'm finding this talking to a camera very strange, but it's so lovely that all of you are here to support me, and I hope that in some way I'm helping your day pass more quickly. We did all of this yesterday by breaking very simply a person into their parts. I see my daughter's watching today, and I'm so glad she wasn't yesterday, because yesterday I think I held up the wrong bones by my body trying to explain why you need straight bit inside what we used as a sausage yesterday to do that part of your arm and a straight bit here. And I believe I put a leg bone as my arm, but there we go. Hello, Michael. Nice to meet you, and also Claire Blacksall's out there. Fantastic. I gather she's got a very lovely mother, that girl. There you go. So, moving on today, what we're going to do is bring the figure thing together with the face thing, which is a bit of fun. And we're also going to spin out a bit, and we're going to go into 3D. So the end result of today is you're going to draw a little picture of yourself or a family member in a more cartoony style, but using what we've already learned. We're going to do it on a piece of paper. If you've got thicker paper, great. If you haven't, don't worry, it will still work. We're going to leave these 2 tabs at the side, and then when it's all finished, we're either going to staple or sellotape, or if you have neither of those, because I'm trying to think of things everyone can do at home with what they've got, we can also do it by cutting in 2 little slippy bits like that, and then we can actually post it together like that. So if you haven't got sellotape or staples, don't worry. And the end result will be like that. You can then make a whole family, you could put yourselves in a ring, you could make a whole audience of people. Now, just so you get a better idea of what we're aiming at, I'm going to show you a few that people have done before. Here are some, a whole school I did once. We did the entire school, and you can see they've got their bodies like on the tube and their head at the top. Here's some more of them. And you can see some very big cheesy grin in this one. Can you see that one with the big smiley face? So we can have a bit of fun with the faces. There's a very sullen looking girl there in the middle there somewhere. Can you see her with the glasses on? And then we've got red hair and yellow hair and brown hair and curly hair. There's some more there. And there's lots more, and I've done it in all sorts of different ways with different groups of people. So we're going to run through how to do it. So the thing you need today is your A4 paper or card, but you need to hold it this way. In art, we call that landscape. That's called portrait. So today we definitely need landscape. Hello, Emily. Oh, you're on your dad's account. That's good. I hope that he's going to want to book you some art lessons afterwards. Right. And, oh, apparently my grandson's drawing me. This is going to be exciting. There you go. Now, what I'd like you to do is we're going to draw ourselves from top to bottom, but only in that centre third. I'd rather you didn't draw a line, and I'd rather you didn't fold it, but you're going to draw yourself touching the very top and the very bottom in that centre third. Now, at the moment, I suggest that you use a pencil, and then you can go over the lines that you do like in pen afterwards. And for anyone who missed the lesson yesterday, I just left these here. And what we did yesterday was we did a guideline. I always think I sound like the Pirates of the Caribbean then, guidelines. We did guidelines like that. And then we drew the clothes over it, and we ended up with these 2 clowns here. So you could draw yourself in whatever clothes you like. I would make it all a bit of fun. Don't be too serious, especially if you're drawing your mums and dads. It could be a little bit cartoony this time. there was a very basic one again, which is what we'll do today, and then we're going to dress it, and I'm going to show you how to do some cartoon faces. This was my Kung Fu one from yesterday. So moving on, we will now start today's one. So in pencil, I'm only drawing in pen so you can see me. You're going to have your page the other way. I'm afraid my technology doesn't go that far, so you're just going to have to imagine it. I've got Leslie again. Oh, Kevin Moore again. We've got all sorts coming up. Top of your page to bottom in the middle section. First of all, I'd make your head for this a bit bigger than usual. So go around like that and put your head in a kind of egg shape. Next, you're going to put in your body, and yesterday we did that like a potato. I would do that a bit smaller than you expect today, so these are a little bit funny to look at then. So if you can all do that, do this in pencil in the middle section. I'm just going to pop a light on so you can see a bit more clearly. There you go. With any luck, that would have just brightened it up. I'm sorry, I forgot. Oops. And so we've got that in. We're now going to get your arms in. Now, do you remember we did 2 sections for the arm, and we did them like a sausage, and then a sausage, and then we said that our hand is nearly as big as our head. That was yesterday. So first sausage, second sausage, big baked bean for my hand. And if I put my hand up like that, my thumb's coming towards my head. So I'm just going to put my thumb there as well. Now we're going to do my other arm. So we've got sausage, sausage, and I'm going to have my hand on my hip. So you have baked bean, and if I did that, my thumb would be coming towards my belly button. So I want it coming in that way. I'm going to do my legs now. I don't want to make these too big or too fat. So we've got sausage, and then I'm going to do this one a bit bent, sausage, and it's overlaying that other sausage. Baked bean, but do we remember, I haven't got my shoes on. If you bring your shoe up to your head, you'll find that your shoe is actually bigger. If I use this giant pencil of mine again, if I hold that by my foot and measure it, my foot is that long, which is considerably bigger than my head. And before anyone says so, I don't have huge feet. Just everyone has bigger feet than they think. Hello, Shane. Nice to see you again. That's really nice of you to be on. Everyone say hi. Send Shane a few smiles and that. He's been helping me get used to all this technology very quickly, which is brilliant of him. Right, that's me looking a bit bow-legged. And that's all in pencil, remember, so far. And you should be touching the top of your page and the bottom. So if I did it here very quickly, and this is only in pencil at the moment, and this one looks even weirder than the one I've just drawn up there, but that sort of thing you'll have on your page at the moment. Has everyone got it? I'm glad you're sending me some hearts and things. It lets me know people are watching. So Shane's a fan apparently. That's good, because I'm definitely a fan of his. He's going to help me do some videos of the full-on lessons that I do as well soon. So I'm looking forward to doing that in his amazing studios over on Bodmin Moor. So keep an eye out for Shane if you ever need some film work done. So you've got something like that now. Now, that in your case will be in pencil. Now, in pencil, but I'm going to use red pen just so you can see what I'm doing again. You're going to draw some clothes on it. This is still in pencil. So I'm going to put myself in my yellow jumper. So my yellow jumper has a big V here. I need to give myself a little bit of neck here, or else my head would drop off. I need to join up here under my arms with my jumper. And I'm going to let my jumper hang over like that. Go down. We've got some jiggly bits here where my jumper's bending in my arms. And then down, across, and I can actually put my clothes on top of my body rather than trying to guess where my body is. I ain't got no body or something like that if we're going to get into really dreadful jokes. I hope you can sort of see the way that's going. Then I'm going to do my jeans. Now you won't be drawing in colour at this stage. I'm just doing it so you can see what I'm doing. I'm now going to put on my jeans. I've gone into blue just so that you know that's what I'm doing. Here's the bends behind my knee again. Up, down and through here. And these jeans are bigger than the body I made myself first, and they're hanging round it. Then you can draw in some lines for your shoes. Especially if you're doing a mum or dad, I would go for something really outrageous and funny, almost like clown shoes. That pen's not going to work. They are bad props. Oops. So, this one's not going to work either. We've got two of them. I'll go back to red again. I know that's working. So I'm giving myself big clown shoes. I don't know why not, with a few laces on them. I'm going to give myself some pockets on my jeans. You might be wearing shorts and socks or something. You might be wearing a clown's outfit. Completely up to you. Feel free to wear whatever you like. Now, my hair is all flicky outy and over that eye like that. So normally you would do the hair second, but today I'm going to put my hair in with a flicky out curl like that. And over here with a flicky out curl like this, so it's more cartoony. That's my hair gone in, so can you all put your hair in please? So Shane's got Mike doing this as well by the looks of it now. Here we go. So now we're going to put my face in. And also what I think is a really good idea is I'm an artist. I hope I'm an artist anyway, so I'm going to give myself a giant paintbrush here. This is still in pencil for a minute, and I'm painting my hair with it because my roots are coming through at the moment because I haven't been able to get to the hairdresser. So I thought I'd paint my hair instead in this picture. And I might even give myself down here an artist palette or something with all the paint splodges on that I could just draw in pencil for now as well. Now don't get into too much detail in pencil. We'll go over all of this in a minute in pen. So what we're going to do now is have some fun with some faces. So here's some ideas about what you could do with your own face. All the different expressions, all the different emotions. You can have a little bit of fun today. You learnt the serious stuff the last 2 days. Today we're going to be a bit daft. So I'm going to give myself... Apparently my grandson's got huge shoes, it says here. I'm going to give myself like 2 bridges for my eyes like that. And then I'm going to draw like a football. And then inside that football I'm going to put a little white bit. And when I do my colouring in, I'm going to colour all of that bit there very dark. And then it will look like I'm looking at you, because the little white bit is like a little glimmer of light. So there's my eyes, but you need lots and lots of dark to make it work. I'm only going to give myself 2 nostrils like this because I don't want to draw the whole of my nose. It's not my favourite bit of my face. And I'm going to make my mouth really easy. I'm going to go up the side of the volcano, through the crater of the volcano, down the other side of the volcano, then I'm going across the bottom of the island, and I'm going to fill that in when I get to colouring, and I'm going to put a little line there. And I've made myself look a million years younger, but I like it. And today I'm wearing my glasses, so I'm going to put my glasses on, and I might even decide I'm going to put a couple of drips of paint on my jumper or something like that. Now, when you've done all of that, you can start to outline in a black felt pen the bits that you like. Don't outline the bits we don't need, so only outline the important bits, and then you can start colouring them in. So the next phase for you is to sort of outline it a bit like my awful one here. And then when you've done all of that, I just realised I haven't done her neck on that one. When you've done all that, then you can start colouring it in. You could put it in clown. Hello Tanya, nice to see you. You could put them in clown outfits like yesterday. You can put it in your own clothes. If it's your mum or dad, you can put them in their swimwear and embarrass them. And I suggest that through the course of this afternoon, you could do ones like this, that you possibly make up your entire family. And if your dad's very tall, or your mum or your auntie or your uncle or somewhere, you could actually use the paper not that way, but you could turn it that way so they become very, very tall and thin. And then you could connect them all together afterwards, or just stand them all together. And you could see tonight at tea time if anyone knows which one's them. So have a go at that. I'm just going to show you while some of you are colouring in, so if you keep an eye over this way. Well, the last part, well actually I'll give you a few minutes to colour it in. Can a few people start sending me their photos? Oh, Gina, you're doing it. Fantastic. Please give me a ring later. That's amazing. I'm so glad there's so many of you there. Brilliant. And Edward's reminding me to tell you how to get hold of me. I'm Jeanni Art, that's Jeanni, or Art Jeanni. I also am the owner of Art at the Beach, the art shop down at Morgan Porth in Newquay. And by the way, our gallery is full of art by my students as well as my own, and you wouldn't realise that it was students' work because it's so professional in so many different styles. That's all online for sale still, but you can get hold of me through my website. And you can either go to, the easiest one to remember is go to www.artatthebeach.co.uk. artatthebeach.co.uk. Hello, Shara. Shara, nice to see you. Thank you. And Shane, Edward, what a chat. Come and show me some of your pictures, please. And do like me on Art Jeanni, also Art at the Beach. And if you've enjoyed today, please put something up on my TripAdvisor at Art at the Beach Newquay. That would be lovely. Keep going. Let me have some pictures coming through, please. Can anyone connect those in and show me what you're up to? All right, so are most of you getting on with your colouring now? You can put yourself in stripy things, in plain things. I'm going to show you some fun faces again you can do. So if I bring that up closer to the screen, it might give you some ideas if you're a bit stuck. You can be winky with one eye shut and one eye open. You could put patches on your clothes. If you always go horse riding or something, you could put a little horse logo on your jumper. So, oh, my daughter's put up my website. Thank you, darling. So www.artatthebeach.co.uk is there. You can get hold of me that way. My phone number will be there, everything else. And I also do team build events. If you've been to the Eden Project, you may well have seen the huge mural at the Eden Project. It's 20 foot by 10 foot by the Mediterranean biome. If you go on my website, you'll see a video of all 450 employees all working at once with me doing this great big mural there. Keep going with this. So the first bit you did in pencil, you're now working in all your pens and all your colours. And maybe you can't send the photos. I can see my daughter saying that she's struggling to send one of the pictures through. So please send them to me afterwards. You don't know how happy it makes me to see them. And if any of you have decided to do me and take the mickey, that's fine. I'll put them all up later. And if possible, I'd like to put a little gallery shot up later of all your pictures. So please send them through. We'll now get on to how to cut them to get them sorted out. You may need to keep colouring, but we'll cut one up just so you can see. You want to come up to about halfway up your page here. And what you'll do, if you can watch carefully, is you're going to cut straight in until you get to your figure like that. And then you're going to turn it over, and ideally you want to be in a straight line with that one. You'll cut straight in again like that. Now that way you've kind of freed the top half of him from the bottom, or her. Then you can either cut really close if you're very good with scissors, but if you're not so good with scissors, don't worry, you could cut round it a little bit bigger than your picture so you don't cut anything off by mistake. So be careful, you don't want to chop an arm off by accident or anything. So you'll cut round, either very close if you're very clever at that sort of thing, and if you're not so good at cutting out, don't worry. Just cut somewhere near. And if I cut this one out in front of you, you're going to end up with something a bit like that. If you want to be very clever, you could actually fold the paper here where we've got this space. And the way you cut a piece like that is you fold it for a moment, then you just snip into that area a little bit, then open it up again, and then you can see it gives you the chance to get your scissors into just that little hole there. But don't be too clever, because you might find something drops off. We don't want arms and legs dropping off here or anything. I think it might be a bit painful, but you can see now I've cut that little hole out. So if you wanted to do that, you can. Don't do anything with the bottom half like that though, just leave it all attached. Okay, I've got a few other people saying, there's one I made earlier here, my daughter's asking for, but I didn't colour this one in. But this is one I did earlier. Here's the one that I'm doing now. I said yesterday, when I was a child, all I ever wanted to be was a Blue Peter lady. So I think this has brought out that opportunity for me. There you go. Now, with this bit, you can either pull it round as tight as you can so it will still stand up, but you don't want to have it too big. Bring it round, and you're either going to staple it together here or sellotape it together here, or the other option, as we did earlier, is you cut a slit halfway up here and stop, and then on the other side you cut a slit halfway down. So one slit's halfway up, one's halfway down, and then what happens is the one piece will slide into the other like that, and then it will stand up on its own. So my two people aren't beautifully coloured in like yours will be, but you can see how you could start building up your family group. And you could even end up with a lovely family hug with everyone in a ring holding each other, or you could have everyone out, or you could just stand them or have them on the table tonight at dinner time, like little placemats. This is Mummy, this is Daddy, this is Auntie Doris, this is Susan, this is John, whatever they are in your family. So I hope that you've all enjoyed doing this. I'd like to see a few more comments, and I would love to see a few pictures of what you're doing. And if you wanted to do another one, then just keep going. You can do as many as you like. You could make them as silly as you like. And I'm going to hold these up again just so you can see what these ones look like. Now, these ladies were all in their school uniform, but you can see again the kind of faces, the kind of hair, the kind of colouring in. Hello, Carol, nice to see you. And here are some other faces for you again to get some fun ideas for faces. Make everything a little bit silly, so make your hair a bit brighter, a bit bigger, but make sure that you've got action in your body like this. And you can see my lady there still. And there's a few more of these I'll just hold up to show you. I've got some other faces here that we've done before on these sort of things. That one's a kind of quite wacky one. You could try something like that. You could screenshot these, I guess, while you're watching probably. And if anyone wants any other bits and pieces, then you could... Oh, my son's there. Good night, James. He's in Australia. You can ask me and I'll email through anything or text you through things. This girl here's got hair that's all very curly whirly. And there's some more here. So you can end up with all of these tubes, and you can see here some of the girls were taller, some were shorter, so we made them either with the paper this way or this way depending. So for tall people I'd go this way and then join it together. For shorter people maybe go that way, or whichever way your paper works best. You could also stick on glitter, you could stick on stickers, you can put patterns and checks and all sorts of things. So absolutely whatever you fancy we could do. I'm just going to pop these two back up again, and then for today I'm going to say goodbye. You could even make a series of clowns like this in all different shapes and colours. And do you remember yesterday we did the Kung Fu one as well? That's disappeared for a minute. And we also did one doing a somersault. So in that case you'd have his head and his arms on this bit down at the bottom, and then it would be his feet sticking up in the air. So that could be quite good fun as well. Anyway, I do hope that you've all enjoyed it. Please like and share this, and also please like me on Facebook on Art Jeanni and also on Art at the Beach. And as I said, if you've enjoyed it, please put some sort of comment up on Art at the Beach New Key on my TripAdvisor. I'm so glad a few of you are putting thank yous up. You've enjoyed it. I do hope you have. It's all free. It's just my way of saying thank you in a time where I think we all need something fun to do. So if anyone wants any private lessons, you know where I am, and you saw the kind of progress that boy made that I showed at the beginning. His parents have asked for his name to not go out, so obviously I won't, but he's 13 years old and in London. That was the progress in an hour and a half in a private lesson. It's all about breaking things down, making it easy for you to understand. Thank you and goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow at 2:30. There'll be a list on Facebook again later today or in the morning with what you need. I would suggest you need the same as today, but this time you need some string as well, please, or something like string, cotton string, something along those lines. So send me some smileys and whatever to let me know you're there and you're going, and I will turn it off in just a second. Bye-bye, lovely to see you all. Oh, lots of smiles coming up there. Oh, and some hearts, all sorts of things going up. That's lovely. Thank you so much. And I'm off. Lovely to meet you all again. See you tomorrow at 2:30. Thank you, Kevin. I enjoyed teaching you as well. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. All these other names coming up as well. It's fantastic. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow at 2:30.